Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey there, Post+Institute. Ooh, what is my hair doing? This is Kristi, Saul, the co-founder of the Post+Institute, coming at you live for another episode of Post Daily Dose, the best little parenting show on the internet. I hope you guys are having a fabulous night tonight. I got out of the house here in Oklahoma for the first time since Friday, and today is now Wednesday. So, yeah, we've enjoyed being little hermits in the snow, all bundled up in our house, and I'll just tell you, I'm going to take a minute just to be really grateful. I'm really grateful that I've had water. I'm really grateful that I have more than one source of heat. I'm really grateful for all my friends and family who've checked in on Marley and I. I'm really grateful for my community, knowing that if I had a need, I could reach out and there would be lots of people who would be responsive to my needs, or at least prayerful. And I'm thankful that thus far, everyone that I know that I'm in connection with, there's not been any, you might be a little uncomfortable, but you know what? It's going to pass. So there's not anybody who's too wigged out about the fact that we've got snow and very, very low temperatures and rotating electricity. But you know what? We're making it, and it should be sunnier weather next week. So, this last little push will make it through. So, of course, I want to start by plugging these books real quick. Brian's book, From Fear to Love, that you can get on promotion at feartolovebook.com. You can also get it on our website, postinstitute.com, and it's also on Amazon. But promotion means you can get it at a better price. So, why not grab that plus the bonuses that come with it? Also, I just want to tell you guys, for those of you who watch internationally, on that promotion, we do have an international shipping price. It's like $22 because international shipping, just the shipping alone when we ship outside of the U.S. is about $22. That's just for the shipping. But if you are interested in getting that $7.95 price so that you can get the bonuses, and you don't really want to pay that extra amount that you have to pay for the international shipping, if you will place your order and then send me an email to substitute, I know, right? That makes me mad too. International shipping be so expensive. Ugh. But if you want, you can pay the $7.95 so that you can get the book and the bonuses, and I will substitute an ebook for you. So if you're agreeable to that, you just shoot me an email and we can work something out, because we can figure something out that's going to be a win-win. So I want to let you guys know about this workbook that goes along with that book. That is super incredible. You can get this in print on Amazon. That is the only place it's on print right now. I did just have a conversation with our printing company. We have a plan for how we're going to be able to get a really nice, high-resolution copy of this book created that we can print from, and we should have them in-house within a month. So I'm very excited about that. And then, of course, this book, The Great Behavior Breakdown, is also an incredible gem. It just goes deeper. You can get this at postinstitute.com as well as on Amazon. And it's also one of the, if you go through the from feartolovebook.com, feartolovebook.com, there's actually a place where you can get this book as a upsell, but it also comes with the entire Great Behavior Breakdown audio set, which is pretty awesome. It's Brian going through 27 different behaviors that over the years we have heard parents express their greatest frustration and concern about, and he breaks every one of those behaviors down. So you get the book sent to you, but automatically, immediately get those digital downloads. So that might be something that you're interested in. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Let's get on with our talk. Let's get on with the show, shall we? So for the month of February, we've been talking about all things love. And we've talked about some post-isms about love. And MB says, I just got Fear to Love and the Great Behavior Breakdown shipped to me. Yay! So have they arrived? Is that what you're telling me? because that's exciting, and I'd love to hear you tell us what you think about it after you have a chance to give it a read. So, and just so you know, unless you ordered from Amazon, if you ordered from Post+Institute, that came straight from my house to yours, sent with love. So I hope that you feel the love when you get that envelope in your hot little hands. So all things love for the month of February. We talked about some post-isms about love. And then she says they arrived. Yay! Well, first of all, let's hear it for the mail service. Yay! It's been so crazy this year. And I'm just glad that you got it, and I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that it causes you to think deeper. I hope it helps you connect some dots. I hope it can be an encourager. If there's places that you want to correct your path in parenting, or places that you find, oh wow, these are awakenings. I have a lot of people tell me, I wish I would have known then what I know now. And what I say to that is, we're all doing the best we can. So I hope that there's some beautiful nuggets for your personal growth, for your relationships, MB. And if you get that feeling, don't worry about it, the perfect time for knowing is now. And so all things in due time. We're all doing the best that we can. So all things love for February. And we started going through 1 Corinthians 13. And I kind of started hop in the middle because so many people begin in the middle when they are quoting 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, it does not boast, it's not proud. It does not dishonor. It is not self-seeking. It's not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. We've talked about all of those in detail over the course of the last week and a half. And what I've really come to realize is that we can hold love in our heart for people. We can profess to love them. But our actions often get out of alignment. We get impatient. We become unkind. We envy. We get jealous. We brag. We boast. We get prideful. We get rude. We become self-seeking. We slip into fear very easily. Our world, these are biblical principles. The world is the world. The world is what the world is. And the world is inundated with fear. Fear is the greatest tool of all marketing. They try to present things as if they are problems and then scare us into buying things to fix the problem that may not even really be a problem. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, So my force, as I'm sitting on my computer screen, decided to go down. So tonight, love always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. And it always perseveres. Yeah, that did not say love always agrees. No, never in any of those things did it say love always agrees. So protecting, trusting, hoping, and persevering doesn't require that we always agree, nor does it even require that we approve. We can be in a place where we don't agree with a decision our child made. We're not in alignment with it. We don't even approve of it. We flat out know that was a bad decision. And we can still protect. We can still hope. We can still trust. And we can still persevere. I wanted to, I pulled up the word persevere because, we use a lot of words that we get so used to using them that we don't always give thought to what they really mean. So to persevere means to persist in a state, undertaking in spite of counter influences, opposition, or discouragement. We continue to love even if we don't get love in return when it comes to our children. When it comes to our children, especially when you're parenting children who come from hard places. And I'm going to add to that, additionally, older children who come from hard places, who have had multiple adults, promise them these elements of love. Promise them love. promise to stick with them, promise to stand by them, promise to protect them, promise to hold hope. And yet, then they, as parents, they just, they get overwhelmed, they get stressed out, they decide this is more than what they think they can handle, and then placements are abandoned. Children are moved from one foster home to another foster home to another foster home. Adoptions are disrupted. Like a child can be adopted and in a home, thinking it's going to be their forever home. And when it gets really, really hard, and I'm not saying it doesn't get really, really hard, and I'm not even like, there's no blame in my heart about when adoptions are disrupted. It's just, it's a brutal hurt. It's a brutal wound to those children. It's a brutal insult when we've said that we're going to love. Divorce happens. We think about all these ways that we claim love and we claim that we have love in our heart, and yet you read through these attributes of love and realize we are falling short every day because we are such fallible human beings that we have to, that process of learning how to quiet your mind and quiet your emotions so that you can truly tap into greater realms of love is really where the magic is. And that's really where you're able to hear the direction that love is calling you. Otherwise, all you're going to hear is the screaming world, and the screaming world is fearful. They are so fearful. The whole world is, like the whole premise is, it's a rat race, and it's competitive, and you got to be a certain way, and you got to smell a certain way, and you got to act a certain way, and your life has to be a certain kind of way, and if you're not all those things, then somehow you're a failure. And that is just complete bull. It's complete bull. It is okay just to live whatever life you're choosing to live. It's fine to live a quiet life. There's nothing that says that all of your accolades have to be shouted from the mountaintops. It's okay just to live a quiet, happy life. There's nothing wrong with that. There's going to be room for our children. Oh, Mr. Harold, I love you so much. I know that you have such a wealth of wisdom, and actually, I encourage you guys to look at people in the comments, and if you find people who are talking about things, or if you notice that the same people are watching with you, go over and make friends. We want to create a community not just because the Post+Institute is here, but because people that you are connecting with, even through the comments on graphics or the comments on our live videos, so that you can really have people you walk it out with. Mr. Harold says, you're preaching now. Good stuff. Quiet the mind and emotion. The mind and emotion, those are just our flesh. Those are things within our flesh that can get in the way of connecting to that higher level of loving energy. And that's where great strength and great wisdom, great direction can come from. Our emotions, I think sometimes, and I think I've said this in the past, I was talking to a mom today about this, that sometimes if you're a prayerful person, sometimes our prayers really sound more like ruminating, worried. Like we're just like this to God. No, because we're just in this frantic place of fear and terror, and we're just like, God, and honestly, I in my mind, if God was human, like in a physical human form, God would just be sitting back like this very patient being, just saying, you know what? I'll be glad to talk to you, but I cannot talk over all of that racket, all that fear that you're spewing at me. When you get finished, I'm here, and I'm ready to guide you, but I can't. I can't guide you. You won't even trust my guidance. You won't even know that it's really me trying to guide you because you're so frantic. So, baby, just quiet your mind, quiet those emotions, and lean in to love. And so tonight, if you've not already done so, I want you to start by giving yourself 5 to 10 minutes of that space of just getting quiet. And once you're mastered being in that space for a little bit and refreshing yourself, reminding yourself that your kids are just kids, they're just children, and that you are the adult, and that the more calm amygdala has great influence over the more activated amygdala. Take those deep breaths, get your energy right, because they feel you first, and go play. Go play with your babies. The best way for them to feel you love is when we are connecting with them in their realm and in their way of communicating and relating, and that is the language of play. So, press pause on all that stuff you're worried about. Give yourself a little time in, and then go enjoy your babies. Let the love you have for them shine from your eyes. Let it shine from your heart. They will feel it energetically. When you look at them with that mushy-gushy, I love you look, they're going to be like, oh, God, oh, Mom, really? And you'll be like, yeah, really. Now let's do something. And let them lead. Let them lead in the play. 30 minutes to an hour of just relating at the heart can do so much more than all these other things. It is the very foundation of all the learning that you're wanting to take place. That part of connection is where it all grows from. And remember what Brian tells us, in any given moment, we can act out of our blueprints of stress and fear and overwhelm, these blueprints of the world.